Welcome to the new normal way of life starring Adrian Kiwis, me. So I think the big question that everybody is wondering is when will the gyms be opened up? I'm talking mostly to the Los Angeles area. Across the nation, it just depends on what the governor thinks in your state allowing to reopen. And that's, in Arizona, most of the gyms are open now. In other states, they're fully open. I think some of the major impact areas is they're taking a little bit of time to get to that point to reopen the gyms. Governor Newsom just released just spoke today about reopening gyms and the effects that it's been having on many of the major fitness and gyms and also the smaller micro gyms also. They are looking to make a statement next week, probably the first week of June, in the announcements and how they're going to go about to reopen the gyms here in the Los Angeles and California areas, California state. There's, they've had to, a lot of the gyms had to submit a 12-page sort of query on how they are going and the protocols they're taking to protect their members, when the gym reopens. During this time, a lot of gyms had to close down and a lot of gyms have pivoted. So I think if you're looking to continue your fitness, but you want to make sure you're staying safe and you're not too sure about jumping back into the gym quite yet, a lot of the smaller gyms and even some of the major ones have pivoted into doing online virtual fitness classes. If you go on ClassPass, they have a whole list of classes that a lot of the gyms, these smaller gyms, have shifted to online. And they've also, ClassPass has also added sort of not necessarily fitness, but more activities that you can do, teaching classes that you can do also during this time, which crafts and, knitting and that sort of thing. A lot of the smaller gyms also here in Los Angeles too, they've pivoted to doing online virtual classes. So if you guys are looking to get back into the group fitness, maybe check with some of these gyms and see if they still offer these online classes. I know the gym that I was previously working at, Circuit Works, they are doing virtual classes also. So going forward, who knows how long this is going to be. Maybe going back to the gym isn't your thing. Thing that you can do, a lot of fitness trainers have started to transition to, is doing one-on-one Zoom virtual workouts. And that's been pretty beneficial. Also too, to switch to adding to your gym that you have at home. Peloton, a lot of fitness bikes, and they are selling out their bikes, and a lot of people are transitioning to creating their own home gyms. Right now there are some gym packets that you can get online that include all the weights and bands and that sort of thing, which would be beneficial to when you are doing virtual workouts with your fitness trainer. Another thing too that Newsom will be talking about, discussing too, is gyms is one thing. A lot of the gyms, you're able to do social distancing and wiping down the, the weights and the equipment and that sort of thing. But there's also different types of fitness gyms and micro gyms, and that's kind of leading to the martial arts, the jitsu, karate, taekwondo, wrestling, sort of that involves sort of touching and getting close to each other, rubbing against each other, wrestling classes and that sort of thing. So that's one thing that's going to have to really look at on how going forward that's going to take place. Even though a lot of the jiu-jitsu gyms, they're very, very, clean and making sure wiping down the mats and everything, I think this kind of takes it to the next level as far as like how are you going to be very protecting your members, hygienic and what's the next steps that you'll be taking, because it already in a case where jiu-jitsu or wrestling, that you're very hands-on, you're very, you know, sweating on each other, that sort of thing. So that's one of the things that, you know, how will your gym do that? And also Newsom will be also most likely touching on that also. You know, some of these fitness gyms, micro, either big ones, you're able to keep keep your social distance, you know, but some of these other gyms, even some of these group fitness classes, you're very close to one another, and even sometimes you're like, you know, leaning on each other or working with each other in a close proximity. So a lot of things will be changing. I think you'll also have to adapt to, you know, how you do your workouts. For me personally, I have my home gym. You know, I'm one of those people that was doing class passes, you know, every day of the week and going to the gym. I've had to switch. I've created my home gym. I have a fitness bike, and sort of I do my own online classes also. So it's one of the things where you just have to kind of switch, you know, because you're not too sure on how going forward a lot of these gyms are going to be situated. I think you guys have all seen a lot of the Starbucks or coffee places, even grocery stores, they have a shield up, you know, just in that close proximity there. But, you know, fitness gyms, it's a little bit different. So when you go into the fitness gyms, I think one thing to keep in your pocket is hand sanitizer. You want to also make sure that you have a mask on. There's, you know, masks that you can use for running, specifically for running and endurance, but also your basic mask if you're not doing cardio would work also. I think it's key that you use hand sanitizer during your gym, or even wear, you know, gloves during it, rubber gloves, disposable gloves when you go to the gym. I think I'll also update you next week on what Newsom says on just the reopening here in California, and any other updates in the rest of the nation or the world pertaining to fitness and the gyms that are opening up and soon to be opening up. Guys, thank you guys so much. Make sure you guys subscribe. I have a lot more updates and discussions about this new normal way of life. Yes. So subscribe. Let me know your thoughts. When you subscribe, go ahead, introduce yourself. Let me know who you are, what state you're on, so I can do some more research of the state that you're at to help you, you know, and help any information that you might need. Or if you have any questions, feel free to comment below. Thank you guys so much. My name is Adrian Kiwis. Make sure you subscribe. Peace.